To infinity and beyond. There's no way Buzz Lightyear could better describe the Toy Story film series, which is 29 years old already. The whole story should actually have ended with Toy Story 3. Nevertheless, a fourth part was released in 2019. The result, despite critical opinions that it was an unnecessary sequel, it won an Oscar for Best Animated Film and generated worldwide box office takings of over $1 billion. So, the audience's interest remains unbroken, which is why Pixar is currently working on Toy Story 5. We take a quick look at the project and tell you why Buzz Lightyear might be in for trouble this time. What is already certain is that we will definitely be seeing Buzz and Woody again. Actor Tim Allen, voice of the friendly astronaut Buzz Lightyear, has already confirmed that he and Tom Hanks will be back in their roles. Allen also revealed on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon that one of the creators of the original series is working on the script. The movie is to be directed by an absolute Pixar veteran. We are talking about Andrew Stanton, who has already worked as a writer for Pixar on several occasions. In addition to the Toy Story films, he has also written other big hits such as Finding Nemo, Wall-E, and Monsters, Inc. The makers of Toy Story 5 have already given hints that this time, the journey will take a completely unexpected turn and surprise the audience. This could be a specific reference to the end of Part 4, which was actually, once again, intended as a fitting conclusion to the film series. At the end of Toy Story 4, the toy friends part ways. Woody realizes that a toy can be happy without a child owner. He bids farewell to Buzz Lightyear and his other friends and decides to spend the rest of his life with Bo Peep. Buzz and the others, in turn, stay behind with Bonnie. The parting of Woody and Buzz leaves plenty of scope for a new and exciting story. As both characters will also appear in Part 5, they will of course have to be brought back together somehow. However, it is likely that part of the story will initially be told in parallel again, similar to the previous movies where the two have often been separated from each other. The question is, what could motivate Woody to abandon his personal happy ending with Bo Peep? One possibility that is being discussed online is the adaptation of a story that was originally written for Toy Story 3. In it, Buzz Lightyear is sent to his manufacturer in Taiwan due to a malfunction. It turns out that there's a worldwide recall of the Lightyear figures, and that they are at risk of being destroyed. The other toys therefore set off on a journey to save their friend. There are several reasons why this story would be a good one to bring back for Part 5. On the one hand, the international coverage of the recall could lead to Woody realizing that his friend is in danger, a very strong motive for embarking on a new adventure. On the other hand, the story provides links to the 2022 film Lightyear, as other Star Command characters already appeared in the old Toy Story 3 outline, including a character called Dax Blastar, who is supposed to replace Buzz. By the way, this character had a cat companion called Comet, an idea that was adopted in Lightyear with a robotic cat, Socks. A different story theory relates to Andy's return to the franchise. We last saw him in Part 3, heading off to college and handing over his toys to Bonnie. In fact, Hollywood insider The Disinsider reported that Andy and his family will definitely make an appearance in Toy Story 5. The question naturally arises as to how the now older Andy fits into a story about toys. Could his own children perhaps play a role here? Topics such as nostalgia and memories of one's own past would certainly be common themes for Pixar storytellers. Which story the producers ultimately decide upon will probably remain the subject of exciting speculation for some time to come. The project was first announced by Disney boss Bob Iger in February 2023, and although Toy Story 5 is still at an early stage of development, back in early April 2024, Disney already announced the date for the planned theatrical release. The movie will be released on June 19, 2026. What do you think? Has the Toy Story series long since reached its peak? Or are you looking forward to more adventures? And are there certain toys that you really want to see in a new movie? Let us know in the comments, and like this video if you enjoyed our little insight into Toy Story 5. Thanks for watching!